Hello, welcome to Hebron Talks. I'm Michael Harms. I'll be hosting this podcast alongside of Manuel Alejandro, who is a head barista here at Hebron. This is something that we decided to do to share our passion and our knowledge about coffee with anybody interested in hearing more about us, be it other baristas or if someone just brews their coffee at home or gets it from their local coffee shop. So a little bit about myself and how I got into this. I never really liked coffee until a couple of years ago, and I started drinking. Well, when I started out drinking coffee, I didn't have much knowledge about coffee, so I would go to the store and just buy whatever coffees were on like the wholesale or on the retail shelves from. Well, I started out in Walmart, just buying whatever coffees they would have there, until I found this local roastery in the town where I lived in Lethbridge, and they roasted their own coffee, and I got myself a bag of coffee from Brazil. That was actually my first venture into specialty coffee. What about you?
Well, the thing with me here is a little bit different because I get into specialty coffee things almost by an accident. Well, not by an accident, but it was randomly. Like, I had this friend of mine, and well, she opened a coffee shop, like, just for fun, I guess. And she told me, like, hey, do you want to work as a barista in here? And I was like, what is that? Like, I didn't even know about specialty coffee shops. And it was a whole new world to me. And I'm glad that I said yes, because it has been 4 years now that that I have been working on this. Well, what I have to say, I really like it.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I think that we want to share this passion. We want to share what we know, even if it's too much or too little. We know that we can do better for what we love to do, and we want to share it with you guys.
And well, exactly. I mean, that's what I feel like what we're all about. We're just trying to learn new things, and we're trying to, even though we might not know everything. Well, I mean, I know we don't know everything yet,
Yeah.
but that's what we're trying to drive here. We're trying to really learn new things and also share whatever we learned with anybody willing to listen to us.
I mean, like, we're getting into this venture, and we're inviting you to get along with us. Like, I think there's a whole world for everything, and the specialty coffee is not the exception. So, as we are learning this, well, we are getting there. There's a whole way to come across, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
And I think we're actually doing a pretty good job,
Oh, exactly. I mean,
and that is something that we have to be proud of.
yeah, of course. I totally agree. We have this story here at Hebron that we really like to tell. It's a story about ancient medieval maps. They would write "Here be dragons" or draw dragons on places of the maps that had not yet been discovered. So it was either served as a warning to people who didn't dare to go into those places, or it was a challenge for people that, well, when they saw the unknown, that rose to the occasion, just went for it, and that tried to explore those locations. I feel like that's something that really, we really tried to do. There's a lot of parts of the map, of the coffee map, that we don't know about yet, but we are really trying to, go to those places.
Yeah, like, we're trying to try new things, and we might failure on the way. We might make mistakes, and that is the thing here. Like, we are learning, and we are trying to do it very good.
Yeah, exactly.
But, I mean, we're getting there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's the thing. Is like, as long as we keep moving forward, and also with this podcast, something that we really want to focus on is basically everything well, stuff people might not know yet, about like green coffee and how the coffee grows and the processing methods and what it takes to get you a good cup of coffee.
A single cup of coffee takes a lot of work behind that, and most of the people don't know about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I include myself in that. I didn't know of the whole work behind a single bar or a single farm. The the traveling process,
Yeah, exactly.
the shipping, all that stuff is those are things that people don't know about, and that is actually the things that makes the value of the coffee cup that you are drinking.
Mm-hmm. No, for sure. And yeah, well, I also, well, that's something that we're gonna really try to highlight with this podcast. And someone said to me recently, behind every great cup of coffee are a lot of great people. And I think, you can't stress it enough. And definitely that's something that we're gonna really try to focus on, and also, highlight with all the people that keep the chain going, that really just, that do their part, and that make sure that that the coffee arrives at our cafe and cafes all around the world.
I heard this quote once, and I don't know from where was it, but credits to the owner. But it says something like, "We're building a great community, one great one great cup of coffee at a time."
Oh, that's awesome.
And that is actually something that I like to think about when I am working behind the espresso machine. Like, I like to see it like, if every cup of coffee were a brick, you are building a house.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we are trying to do in here. And that's what we are trying to do with you guys.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. So I think next week we're going to be talking about fresh coffee and why fresh coffee is so important. So I think that's it for now.
It's gonna be for now.
Yeah, that'll be it for now. So stay tuned for next week. We'll be coming back with another podcast on fresh coffee. So thank you guys for listening to us, and that'll be it from us. I'm Michael Harms, and alongside of Manuel Alejandro, and we will be closing this off. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.